Yeah, Mayor Lori Lightfoot ordered a study back in September to really analyze whether businesses that are owned by LGBT Chicagoans are facing discrimination, and if they are, if they should have a leg up on city contracts. And now, more than 3 months later, the city council is set to debate that. That's something that's already done for women and minority business owners. 26% of minorities get city contracts set aside, and 6% of women-owned businesses. The resolution was approved yesterday to City Council. It also calls for technical assistance and training programs as well, and it's going to be a big debate to watch. Critics like Alderman Walter Burnett and Jason Irvin are worried that adding LGBT people to the protections for businesses set-asides, it would benefit an already privileged group there, and that privileged group would be white men. They also argue that sexual orientation is really hard to prove and could lead to fraud. To illustrate his point, the Sun-Times reports that Burnett pointed to the movie I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, where Adam Sandler and Kevin James play two straight white men who fake being gay for insurance benefits. But proponents say there's little evidence to support this idea that people are going to fraud their way into city contracts. The National LGBT Chamber of Commerce says they haven't seen fraud cases in 20 years because of a rigorous certification process. It's also worth noting that discrimination against LGBT people is still not illegal federally. And that study is important because you can't have a contract set aside without federal approval. And to have that federal approval, you have to have data proving that there is a documented history of discrimination against LGBT people. So that's why this study is really valuable to Lori Lightfoot and why she is ordering that. It's just the start of a very long saga. We're going to be sure to keep you posted on this and give you more details as they come along. For now, I'm live from City Hall. Brandon Pope, The Jam.
Thanks so much, Brandon. Yeah, I'm really torn on this one. The fraud thing is so silly. I don't think anyone's going to fake gay to be able to own a business or get a special license, and there's not much evidence to back that up. The LGBT community, I think this is coming from a great place. Alderman Tom Tunney from the 44th Ward brought this up 17 years ago and never really went anywhere. I think it's coming from a great place, but when we talk about socioeconomic barriers, which is really the barrier to owning a business, I don't think it impacts white LGBT people all that much. I'm sure there are instances where it has the case, of course, there's outliers.
But does it require then a special?
Right. I think the black African-American community and women as well, they need these sort of protections. I don't know if the LGBT community really does in terms of barriers to owning a business.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I was curious too. Like, I'll let you
yeah, well, I'm glad he said it too because it made my job a lot easier. I don't see the need for this. I mean, I understand that there is discrimination against the LGBT community. And this specific context, I don't see the need for this. So I understand this is a study. Maybe we'll find out something in the study that we don't know. But I think the focus is more so on race and class. That's where we're finding the divide with this.